Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Chakwadash, Yahweh's name of the Father, meaning He is, He exists, He to be. Ba'in Hada, Sham name, Yahushai, being the begotten Son, meaning He delivered, He saves, or Chakwadash, Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Ghost, and every well, peace and blessings to the like the nation of Israel, Shalom, and above all. Back at it again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Shai, Lord willing, lesson is edifying. Days of Noah. Scientists just created a Frankenstein chimera monkey that glows green. Okay, now somebody might read a headline like this and think this is complete malarkey. All right, but at the end of the day, the scriptures do prophesy of newly created beast. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 18, it says, start at verse 17. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 17. For thy almighty hand, which is the hand of Yahweh Shemel Shai, that made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions, or unknown wild beast, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or a filthy sense of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. And that's right. Okay, it says, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. So notice how it says that they either breathe out a fiery vapor, they have filthy sense of scattered smoke, meaning what? That they shoot fire out their mouth, literally. It says, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes, meaning what? That their eyes glow and have laser beam visions. Okay, like Cyclops from X-Men. All right, now it sounds fictional, but at the end of the day, this is going to be real life stuff through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Number one prime example is Leviathan. Leviathan is literally a fire-breathing dragon, and it literally glows. Leviathan has an aura and a glow like the earth's firmament around the earth. Like the earth is glowing, Leviathan has a glow. All right, so for this monkey to be glowing is not far-fetched at all. Okay, and you also have things called bioluminescent organisms, bioluminescent waters. All right, you got some fish that are in the deep ocean floor, and they have lights built into their bodies. So this is not far-fetched. And Leviathan will be a perfect example of that, because Leviathan, you know, you could tell Leviathan could go deep into the ocean's floor. And you got to think about it. There's only been about, I want to say, 5 to 10% of the ocean discovered, and like less than 5% of the ocean floor discovered, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that's not a lot. There's a lot in the water that they just don't know about, and there's also places in land that Esau has never been in contact with, as it says in the book of Job. Let me get that real quick. This is Job 28 and verse 7. It says, there is a path which no fowl knoweth, and which the vulture's eye hath not seen. The lion's whelp have not trodden it, nor the fierce lion passed by it. Okay, right. So there's certain, and you know, you can even apply this spiritually to the truth. Okay, because you know, a brute beast will not know the way of the truth. But also, there's literally places in the earth that have not been discovered by mankind. Okay, you know, in the Amazon, they've only discovered a small amount of the Amazon. You know, and so on in other places, man. Even when you look on Esau's GPS system, you see that not a lot of places in the GPS are fully described out, you know? But let's go back. It says, the birth of a chimeric monkey with glowing green fingers and eyes may sound like something out of a horror movie, but it represents a major scientific breakthrough. Researchers in China announced the long-sought birth today, sharing images of a long-tailed macaque or macaque. Not sure what this is. There might be a monkey. Okay. Yep, it says genus of mammals. How do you pronounce that? Makoko, or Makako, all right? Macaco, or it's like a macaque, all right? Macaque. Let's see. Let's get a pronunciation. Oh, I guess that's what they sound like. Yeah, that's edifying. That's edifying.
Macaque. Macaque.
Right, so that's how you pronounce it. Okay. So it says, whose cells are made from an embryo injected with other genetically distinct cells. In Greek mythology, a chimera is a female fire-breathing monster resembling a lion at the front, a goat in the middle, and a dragon at the back. Stem cells modified to glow green were injected into a number of Marullo embryos, those that are 4 to 5 days old, to help identify whether or not the additional cells had multiplied. Okay. So they're taking basically the elements for glowing and they're injecting it. You know, think about it. A glow stick is nothing but elements. Okay? It says Marula is a genus of small predatory sea snails, marine gastropod mollusks in the subphyla Ergalaxtinae. Ergalotaxinae of the family of the Myricidae, the murex snails or rock snails. Okay, so I guess it's a mollusk. All right, it's a shell. It has a shell, so that's a completely different animal right there, man. That's abominable, because the scriptures speak about how you're not supposed to mix animals or diverse seed or fabrics, linen fabrics. You know. This is Leviticus 19:19. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. So 2 beasts are not supposed to be gendering together. Okay? So if an animal is not, quote unquote, a purebred, all right, then it's really an abomination. All right? It says, thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee. Right? The Lord said we're supposed to divide the holy from the profane. So if you mix something together, you get a hybrid. All right? Yeah, that applies to the prophecy, beast newly created, but it's still through abominable left-hand means. Now, how about Shemashai could just create a new animal? All right? Well, he technically is through Esau's little scientist or whatever, but at the end of the day, he could literally just make an animal appear just off of osmosis. Let's go into that word osmosis real quick. Osmosis. Definition. A process by which molecules of a solid tend to pass through a semi-permeable membrane from less concentrated solution to a more concentrated one, thus equalizing the concentration on each side of the membrane. It says osmos, Greek, a push. All right, a push. What is the simple definition of osmosis? Here's the definition of osmosis that you see in most textbooks about. Osmosis is the movement of water molecules from a solution with a high concentration. All right, so it's really a scientific word, quote unquote. But pretty much a lot of people say things. All right. Yeah, so that's the point. Osmosis, not to get too deep into that. All right, but the point being what? The Lord can just make animals appear just off the rip, you know? You even got the example with Abraham, okay, with the ram caught in the thicket. All right, the Lord made that ram appear. Okay, Yahweh Shemashai has that power just to make things appear. You know, I personally have experienced a situation like that before, where I've witnessed a fly, or it was like a bug, literally just appear out of thin air, man. All right, and no, I can testify that it was not witchcraft. Okay, though one would think so. It was the power of Yahweh Shemashai. The Lord can literally just newly create animals, man. All right. It says in 2012, or Slakia, let me keep reading. It says the constitution of stem cells in different tissue types ranges from 21% to 92%. The Chinese team said researchers have long attempted the process in primates, having previously created chimera in rats and mice. In 2012, scientists created 3 rhesus monkeys that were technically chimeras, but the embryos were created at the earlier totipotent stage, where the cells can evolve into anything, including the placenta. The study, published in the journal Cell, used later stage pluripotent cells, meaning they have the ability to differentiate into all the types of cells needed to create a live animal. This is a long-sought goal in the field, but see, Yahweh Shemashai had this knowledge from the beginning. You know, man is just now catching on, and even though this isn't, I'm not saying this is a light thing, you know, because this is pretty much, it's profound, okay, but at the end of the day, you know, they're not doing it, they're not breeding the animals up in the right way. They're doing it through wickedness. Because we read back in Leviticus 19, it says, said the study leader, Dr. Zhen Lu, of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, CAS, right? And the so-called Chinese is Moab. So-called Japanese is Ammon, okay? Now, you do have some of our people scattered amongst them, but at the end of the day, you know, the heathen nation of them is known as Moab and Ammon, okay? It says, this research not only has implications for understanding naive pluripotency in other primates, including humans, but it has also relevant practical implications for genetic engineering and species conservation. Specifically, this work could help us to generate more precise monkey models for studying neurological diseases as well as for other biomedicine studies. That's right, man. Okay? So, that's the point. You know, this stuff is really happening. They're truly trying to get this stuff to go down, you know. But that's the point on that. Abarazaz, that's one Zedifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemashai. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders, great Muslim, that rule well, peace and blessings to the elected Israel. Shalom and above all.